Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and got a little Losi action. So our double X buggy is almost ready to go, it looks like. So got it to basically a full slider. I am missing one piece, so we'll have to get that sorted out. But other than that, cleaned everything else up. Transmission spins smooth, everything is looking pretty decent. The only thing I think I do have to do is well, I don't think I know. I got to rebuild the shocks. They're not leaking, so I may not have to do that. But I got to put some oil in them, and I think they have oil, but it's probably not going to be that great. So we're going to get some fresh oil in there, but got everything on the chassis assembled, and it turned out really well. So no other broken parts, nothing else I need to order. Yeah, clean the chassis up a little bit. So starting to think about what we might do for electronics layout on there, and go from there. So the only thing I did notice when I was cleaning it out and going through the spare parts that were in the box is I don't have the servo mounts that go right here. Looked on eBay, and it's $35 to get the servo mounts, and it comes with the bell crank as well, which is great because I mean this bell crank's in good enough shape, but I'd put a new one in. Not a big deal. Keep this one maybe as a spare, but yeah, I understand why people don't really race Losi that much because, like I said, $35 for basically some servo mounts, and I feel that's the way it's going to be like throughout this thing. But luckily for us, almost like I said, it's pretty much built. Everything's there. I got the tires and rims soaking in acetone, so I can pull that off and hopefully reuse those rims because they're in decent shape on there. Transmission spins smooth. Got the MIP CVDs. Also have the UJs on this that they took off, but the only thing I did notice, and I'll have to look, and he's got a spare CVD, is this one's got a little bit of play in it, so I'm going to take that apart, see what's going on there. But the transmission spins nice and smooth, so that looks ready to go. And the diff isn't too bad, but like I said, I will pull that apart and service it. I mean, it doesn't feel bad at all. So biggest thing I think is just getting the shocks, and that's pretty easy. We'll pull off the bottoms, rebleed them, get those set. Did order a surplus rocket for this one today, and a servo horn that I needed. So I found a Exotech, I think, silver horn that will work. So I got that ordered. And then in the front, the only thing that I don't have, as you can see, the pin for the upper bulkhead. So to get our bulkhead in, obviously got that together. Had to order the pin, which is the same as the rear hub pin, from what I can tell, and have that coming. So that should come up here pretty quick. Like I said, I can slide that in anytime. That's not stopping anything else, from installing electronics or building anything else. So I'll get that in there. But yeah, turned out pretty decent. Just like our double X buggy. I got it from the same guy. Clean it up. Really cleaned up pretty well. So like I said, there's nothing else broke or anything else we really have to order. It just kind of sucks because, Losi's the only one not doing any type of re-release stuff, and it is hard to find parts for this thing. I may kind of reach out to Larry Doe and see what some of his suggestions are. I know he was racing one of these at Vintage Clash as well, so see if there's updated parts or something that cross over or not. But looking on eBay, man, parts are spendy. So even if when I get this done, it's almost going to be hard to race this thing because of fear of breaking anything. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll set her down anyway and race it out. But I mean, parts are expensive. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to get a different body. I think I'm just going to clean this up a little bit and throw this on there. But I was like, here's another, for instance, like besides the bell crank system that I need the servo mounts for, I was like, I need to look for a wing wire and stuff. And it's $60 for a Losi wing wire. Now, there's some other people that make some out there. And I forget who the company is. They make the wing wire for like $6 and $6 shipping. So $12, you can have your wing wire. That's, you know, Losi copy. So, but I don't even really want to do a wing wire. I want to figure out some type of hard mount. So, like I said, I'll reach out to Larry and see what he's been doing. But man, the transmission's been smooth. And see what ideas he has on it. But yeah, our Losi XX buggy is together. So we'll start getting electronics ordered and start getting this thing set up as well. Obviously, is our B3. Got that pretty much all taken care of. And should actually have that almost wrapped up. I think I should have my motor on. The motor should, I think, arrive tomorrow. I gotta pick up some wire for the speed controller. I'll pick that up from More and start getting that thing all wired up to go. Gotta find a servo horn for that as well. So we will be able to start focusing more and more on the Losi stuff. So like I said, I did soak all the tires. Our XX buggy is down in the corner, so I'm waiting to get the tires taken off the rims for that as well. And that'll be ready to go. And then I'm just kind of cleaning up, going through the spare parts, seeing what's there. I'm throwing some of the spare parts on eBay that I don't need because I don't know. Like I said, unless Losi comes out, I may run these just a couple times and then shelf them or move on. I don't know really what to do. So, man, we'll see. It kind of almost makes me hesitant to even run this thing because it's in decent shape, and it's like, man, do I even run it? And I'm not a huge Losi guy either. Even though I did have Losis back in the day, it almost makes me wonder if this should be a giveaway car instead of our RC10 long arm. And maybe comment below, because we are almost at 500 subscribers. And as soon as we have 500, boom, the video's coming out. I would like to keep the Losi because I don't have any other Losis. So it'd be cool to have in the collection because I have a ton of RC10s. But, you know, our long arm's pretty cool. But I have a long arm that I think's nicer than that with the double deck chassis. My fan graphite, I'm never getting rid of the fan graphite. That car's great. But maybe we should just give the Losi away at the 500 subscribers. I'll let you guys choose down below. Tell me if you want the giveaway RC10 long arm or if you want the Losi. I don't know. Like I said, I'm almost afraid to run the Losi because I'm afraid I'm going to break it and then maybe not be able to find a part. I don't think Losi's going to reproduce their kits. Horizon, you know, they're turning into something else, and I don't think, you know, they already evaluated that, right? And that's why they're doing the 1/16th kind of JRX and JRXT and stuff. Is I think they already said, nah, but that's not us, even though the vintage market's out there and it seems to be pretty big. And I think these would be good sellers. I just don't know if Horizon's going to get that message. So, I mean, these cars may become more rare and rare. Maybe that's the reason to hold on to it, because it's, like I said, it's in decent shape. It's a runner, though. I mean, you wouldn't be afraid to run it, but a little cleaning up and I don't know. I mean, let me know what you think below. We're at 475 subscribers or something like that. I want 500, and I'll give something away. And that choice is XX buggy, because I know there's a lot of Losi fans out there, and these cars are kind of hard to get. And this one is fairly decent shape and have some spare parts and stuff. Or do we give our long arm away and keep with that? But yeah, let me know what you think below, and we'll come back to that. But we'll still continue with all the other stuff we got going on. So again, guys, like, comment, subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next one.